Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson, and we are going to continue our studies, and we're going to talk this time about percent increase or decrease. Percent increase or decrease. So first, percent of change, something you should know. It's the percent is the percent a quantity increases or decreases from its original amount. The markup is the difference between the selling price and the original cost, or the store's cost of an item. So a markup is the selling price minus the original cost. Steps to find the percent of change. Step 1, subtract to find the amount of change. So we're trying to find the difference in the old price and the new price. So markup is equal to the selling price minus the original cost. The amount of discount is equal to the original price minus the sale price. So step 2, we're going to use proportions, those are equal fractions, to find the value that we're looking for. So the first fraction on the left side will be the amount of change, that's the difference in step 1 between the selling price and the original price, over the original amount, the original price. That's going to be equal to, on this side, a percent of change, which is the n, over always 100 on the denominator. So that's our setup. That'll help us solve for percent of change. Here's something you should note. The markup price can also be used by this formula that you might have seen some time ago in one of our other movies. The markup price is equal to the original price times 1 plus the markup rate. You might have seen the formula T is equal to P times 1 plus R. So let's try an example. Toys R Us buys bicycles for $38 and sells them for a markup of 15%. Find the new price. Nope. Let's see. How should we attack it? We only have a price and we have 15%. So I'm going to use that formula. T equal P parenthesis 1 plus R. I know my price is $38. That's my price. I'm trying to find the new price, or my total, and I'm going to multiply that by 1 plus the rate of 15%. That's the markup rate. And this is going to be equal to my total. So let me get a calculator and multiply this out. 38 times 1 plus 15%. And remember, to get that percent, you type second and the left parenthesis and close parenthesis. And this will give you the new price with the markup. So your new price is going to be $43.70. And I'll put a little zero there. $43.70. So that's going to be the new price of the bicycle if we use the formula. Now remember, we could use the other method by finding the amount of change from the different price and the new price, but they didn't give us the amount of change, so we'd be looking for that amount of change. And over the original price, it would be 38, because we don't have the amount of change from the new price and the old price, and the old price is 38. We have our percentage though. We have 15% over 100, so 15 over 100, cross multiply, 100 times n is 100n, 38 times 15 is 570, divide both sides by 100, N would equal to $5.70. So the amount of change from the old price to the new price would be $5.70. But remember, that's the amount, that's the difference between the old price and the new price. So that difference has got to be added on to the existing price, which is $38. And when you add $5.70, which was the amount of change, onto $38, you get, again, $43.70. So either method that you do it, you'll get the same answer. So you can use the formula or you can use the proportions. So let's try another one. The number of customers decreased from 612 to 459. Find the percent decrease. So we know they're decreasing. So it went down from 612 down to 459. That's our decrease. Let's find out how much that is when we subtract. Get my calculator. 612 minus 459. And this will show us our change. So it's 153 is the amount of decrease. So 153 is the amount of decrease. Now remember, we're supposed to put that over the original amount. The original amount was 612. That was the original amount that they normally had before it decreased. So now we're looking for a percent. We don't know what percent, so we'll put an N to represent the percent. And we know our bottom number is always going to be what? If you said 100, you are right. And now we have our proportion. So when we subtract this, we get 153. So when we subtract that, we get 153. And now we can cross multiply and solve. So 612 minus 459 gave us the 153. Now we can cross multiply. 612 times n gives us 612n. 153 times 100 gives us 15,300. Now we divide both sides by 612, and that'll give us 25%. So our answer is 25% decrease. So the customers decreased by 25%. Now here's something interesting. You could also use that other formula that you learned for discount, T equals P parenthesis 1 minus R, to help you out to find the percent. So that's something we'll talk about in class. So hopefully you'll see this in class. But that's a little hint that'll help you out. So I hope you enjoyed both methods. So check for your understanding. If you need to watch the video again, please do. Write down any questions you may have. If you're uncertain, please bring your questions in. I'll be glad to answer them. We're going to start here tomorrow with a question that looks like this about a pair of shoes which regularly sells for $70, cost $70. The sale price of the running shoes is $59.50. Find the percent of discount on the running shoes. That's a good question. Here's another question. A sale of 12%, 12.5% off sporting goods. The sale price of the soccer ball, it was $69.97. What was the original price? What was the original price? All right, so we got some real good questions to work on over the night. So please write down whatever questions you may have. I'll be glad again to answer them. So I hope you got something out of this video. I hope to see you in class tomorrow. Bye bye.